Hey everyone, I've got something special for you today. A prototype of Gumotex Seashine. Let's test it out together.
Gumotex Seashine comes in a 135-liter waterproof backpack. Aside from the kayak, you'll receive 2 small spreader bars, a keg, a bailing sponge, a valve adapter, a valve key, a few color-matching patches with a tub of rubber glue, as well as a couple of inflatable footrests and a pair of inflatable seats. All inflatable accessories have push-push valves, and the seats have some extra shaping that allows them to stand upright. Other seats always fall flat when not strapped. Seashine is 470 cm long, 82 cm wide. It weighs 18 kilograms and has a capacity of 250 kilograms. Its retail price has not been announced yet, but when it is, you'll find it in the description box below the video. It is a recreational sea touring kayak, but it can also handle wide water up to grade 2. Every Gumotex kayak is made of Nitrilon, which is a blend of synthetic and natural rubber, coating a reinforcement net that gives it tensile strength. There is almost no PVC in the entire construction, so it's a more environmentally friendly kayak. Please bear in mind that this is a prototype unit and anything might still be subject to change before it's released on the market. The most prominent feature of Gumotex Seashine is its V-shaped drop-stitch floor. It is a V-entry design that transitions to flat at around 2/3 of the boat's length. This design choice is meant to provide greater primary stability. More on that later. There is also a nylon keel strip for extra protection against abrasion. The hull inflates up to 7.2 psi, while classic side tubes are rated at 3.7 psi. All 4 accessories inflate to 3 psi. Just one thing came back to my mind. Yes, remember to install all accessories before you start inflating the kayak. That will make things easier. The seats and footrest at their desired positions, whether you're going to paddle solo or in a tandem. This keg for better tracking. And a spreader bar at both the stern and the bow. Spreader bars are easy to attach. They also function as additional splash guards. Seashine is the first Gumotex kayak where the deck zips have been upgraded and are now watertight. Both front and rear handles have also been upgraded so that carrying this large kayak is more comfortable. Detailing at the bow and stern has been made using classic I-beams. The bow has a rocker that should help with waves on the sea. With the V-entry hull, the kayak will never lie flat on the ground. It will always tilt to one or the other edge. Now, you can use the kayak open-decked, or you can attach a cockpit cover to convert it into a sit inside. Both solo and tandem cover kits are available. A single cockpit kit contains the cover itself, 2 larger spreader bars, and a plastic combing ring. A tandem set comprises the cover, 1 spreader bar, and 2 combing rings. Cockpit kits are sold separately. Based on which deck cover you want to attach, install spreader bars in the right spots. The deck attaches to the kayak with Velcro straps that you will find all around the boat. You first need to undo the flaps, attach the cover, and then put the flaps back on top to lock everything in place. Along the sides of the Velcro straps, you will find spaced out perforations that will help drain most of the water that comes down the deck. After the cockpit is secured, all that's left to do is to install combing rings. And we're done, ready to hit the water. This is what the kayak looks like as a tandem sit inside. This is a single version, my go-to setup by the way. While this is the open-decked configuration. Lots of choice here, and it's all up to you how you want to use it. One notable thing I want to point out, if you want to paddle it solo, consider using the larger footrest. It is likely it will be used at a spot where the kayak is at its full width, just like for the rear paddler in a tandem. And by the way, a huge thank you and a shout out to Kaliskie Towarzystwo Wioślarskie for allowing me to record on their premises.
Alright, technical details are covered. Let's test it out then. Let's go paddling!
Just make sure you're holding the paddle correctly with a 90-degree bend at your elbows. Off you go. The purpose of my overview videos is to show you the kayak's features as well as to present how it behaves on the water. Gumotex kindly decided to lend the Seashine to me for testing. Therefore, my intention is to make you aware of the product so that you are better informed when making your purchasing decision. I'm testing the Seashine the same way as all other kayaks I've tried so far, but as my skills and experience grow over time, I keep adding more maneuvers. First thing I want to mention is the paddle length. The only paddle I have in Poland is my Bracia 7. This paddle is 210 cm long and it extends to a maximum of 215 cm. For this test, I'm using it fully extended and you can see I'm not immersing my blades fully. This means two things. I couldn't get maximum power out of this setup, and for paddling the Seashine, I recommend a 220 cm long paddle for high angle paddling and perhaps a 230 cm long one for paddling at low angle. This will still depend on your height and technique. Gumotex Seashine is meant for recreational touring, so it was built with speed in mind. Despite my shortcomings mentioned earlier, my cruising speeds range from 6 to 7 km an hour, and that's without any greater effort. I'm also getting into higher speeds, and here I can maintain 8 km an hour. I even managed to hit 9 km an hour. That's all on flat water. The kayak is extremely maneuverable. 2 sweep strokes are enough to turn it by 180 degrees. I've never seen that on a boat that is almost 5 meters long. These sweep strokes take no effort and it doesn't matter if you're doing forward or reverse sweeps. Look how easily it spins around. It reminds me of my Swing 1, but Swing is way shorter than Seashine. Interesting. Thanks to the flat part of the hull stern, Seashine maintains primary stability very well. Primary stability is when you keep the kayak flat on the water. In this tilt test, I'm having difficulty to tip it. It keeps fighting to come back to primary stability. Look how far I have to reach. A capsize in this kayak would really need to be deliberate. Now get ready for this. Okay, that's enough. I've already gone quite far. Gumotex Seashine can be run on an edge. That enables the kayaker to perform edge turns. Here's how I run it on one edge, and here's on the other. It's winter, so I'm also not pushing it too far. This kayak is completely new to me and I'm only using it for the second time. I don't want to accidentally end up in the drink. That could be disastrous at this time of the year. The secondary stability is achieved thanks to the V-entry hull, but the kayak still fights to return to flat. Secondary stability is when you hold the boat on edge efficiently. Its scope will vary from kayak to kayak. But I also have something new to show. Good edging capabilities mean you can perform low brace turns. You lock the kayak on edge and lean out with a low brace to turn it. And it just works. This maneuver will stop you, but it will get you at least a 90-degree turn with Seashine. And one more low brace turn for you here. Let's check paddling sideways. Sculling draw is not a problem. There is something satisfactory in sculling, I'm telling you. Draw stroke is also very easy to perform. Perfect. And another new test. Seashine reacts well to ruddering. Cross bow rudder immediately turns the kayak. In cross bow ruddering, you move a paddle blade to the other side of the bow and use the power face to turn the kayak. And once more. In bow ruddering, however, you twist the paddle on the same side in a way that you can use the power face to turn. The bow rudder does the trick as well. I'm only learning these maneuvers, so they might look a bit clumsy, especially if you're a professional watching this. If you have any remarks, please tell me in the comments. Tracking is as you would expect from a kayak this long. When I stop paddling, it keeps its course. Nothing more to say here. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that the stern has the standard preparation to mount the rudder kit if you think the kayak is still not agile enough. Finally, Gumotex Seashine has a secret feature. The stern zip can function as an extra lock-in mechanism for your camera tripod. Just secure it with an additional string and you're ready to record your trips just like I do. Ah, these sunsets. And this will be it for my overview of Gumotex Seashine. Do you like the kayak? Let me know what you think about it. Also, I have another kayak overview for you right here. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!